What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. This time it's something a little bit different. It's a mystery game, Grey Skies Dark Waters. It's not been out for very long on Steam, and I thought something a little bit different and I'll give it a try. So, we shall begin.
What happened to Vivian Garrett after she disappeared from her comfortable 4-bedroom home the night of January 1st? For residents of Abbott's Landing, a small town that nestles up on the Chesapeake Bay and was once the home of Vivian Garrett, the answer is still unclear. 1 year ago today, Garrett vanished, baffling family members and both local and state police. She said nothing to her children or her husband. Friends say she didn't seem unhappy or panicked. In the media circus that followed in the wake of the investigation, reporters never uncovered a secret lover or a desire to leave her family, but no conclusive physical evidence was ever found. The investigation began on January 4th of the previous year, when a family member alerted police that Garrett had not been seen for 3 days. Her car, a blue 2005 Nissan Altima, was found abandoned in Willow Creek Park 2 days later. The disappearance was considered suspicious, since Garrett was said to be a dedicated mother to her 4 children and had no history of erratic behavior. The woman's husband, biology professor Robert Garrett, was originally arrested a month after her disappearance after a breakdown in his office. In statements to the police, he declared that his wife was gone for good and would never come back. Although Mr. Garrett's responses were often muddled, he was released without charge. Abbott's Landing police declined to respond to questions, saying, "At this time, we have no information to add to the investigation."
So yeah, Grey Skies Dark Waters. Someone called Vivian Garrett, I believe, with the sound of that. So let's see what we have to do. This is my actual first go at this, so I have literally no clue what I'm doing. Take it. I've just got to look round, click stuff and read. That's a lot of read. That's a lot of reading. But yeah, 1 year later, Vivian Garrett's still missing. So, yeah.
A family member alerted police that Garrett hadn't been seen in 3 days. Yeah, that was me.
Let's have a look in oven. We've been cooking anything?
Mom was the worst baker. She nearly burned the house down once because she set the oven to 500 degrees instead of 350. Sometimes I still find blackened cookie bits down there.
So am I playing as a daughter? Am I playing as a daughter then? Who's trying to search?
Last February, I came downstairs one morning and all the photos were gone from the fridge. The one of Merle eating ice cream on her first birthday. The one of all of us on Halloween 5 years back. The one of Mom and Crab as a puppy. Like they'd never been there.
Hey, we've got cornflakes.
It's almost empty. I bet Merle ate them all.
Let's have a look at shelves.
We have too many onions. I should make something with onions before they go bad. Onion soup? Onions and sausage? Just feed everyone straight onions.
Yeah, just feed onions. Yeah, sounds lovely.
The McFarlanes next door used to have a chicken coop. When I'd wash the dishes, I could see the hens pecking in their backyard. Now they've moved. The backyard's empty. The house, too.
Well, I believe we've checked everything. We've got newspapers, cereal, shelves, microwave.
Ugh! No one's cleaned the microwave in ages. How did I let it get like this?
So right, microwave's checked. Cards. Holiday greetings from Elijah and Melissa Garrett. I believe that's Elijah. then Merry Christmas with love, Thomas, Alicia, Marie, and Toby Garrett. Right.
It was sweet of my uncles to send Christmas cards. Things have been a little awkward between them and Dad ever since Dad was arrested. Vi and I went to live with our Uncle Thomas. Merle and Gus went with Uncle Elijah. We didn't come back until August. I don't think Dad really knows how to thank his brothers for taking us in.
Right, so Dad was arrested, Mom's missing, so they've been taken in with brothers then. Right, that's what I'm guessing so far. So, dining room, let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. So we got a plant, which looks a bit dead.
This is Gandalf the Grey. Gus named the plant that when he first read Lord of the Rings, because it always seems like Gandalf's died. But he always keeps on going. Just like this ficus.
So that's Gandalf, the plant.
There's great-great-grandma Prue. Well, great-great-great... Okay, I don't remember how many grades exactly. Maybe she looks so pissed because no one can ever remember. Or maybe because she has no teeth?
This is really weird. I'm just clicking different things, and then it's just a story.
No one really eats in here now. We mostly just take our plates into the living room and watch game shows.
Right, look at China.
Sometimes I wonder how rich you have to be to eat off your porcelain instead of just putting it in a glass cabinet.
There's some flour left as well.
When I have my own dishes, they'll be pale white and always washed and put away.
So we got sunflower.
According to Greek myth, the sunflower was originally a woman who watched the sun god day in and day out until she turned into a flower. Well, whoever she is, she's losing her petals.
Feather at the bottom. Just saw that.
A feather? Inside?
Asking Robert about the feather has been added to Lina's to-do list. Press escape to view the to-do list at any time. So, we've got a to-do list. Ask Dad about the feather. Right. That's good, that's something to do. Right, so walk to foyer. So we've got portrait on the wall. A very, very blue portrait, but as soon as I'm going to click this, oh no, didn't talk. Let's look at the shoes, the shoe pile.
Gus needs new shoes every few months, it seems like. His feet are growing faster than dandelions.
Mirror?
I like the lighting in here. It always makes my eyes look bright. Like I know something that no one else does. Sometimes Merle catches me staring in the mirror and makes fun of me.
Nothing else? So we can go second floor or living room. Let's have a look upstairs. Right. What we got? Master bedroom. We'll start at master bedroom and work around. Wow.
These freaked me out when I was little. The women are so sad, but in such similar ways. All that dark, wavy hair and their big, shocked eyes, and the way they're looking so intently at something.
So what I'm getting so far is where the daughter looking around the house of a mother and father. Mother's missing and father's arrested, I think that's what I'm getting so far. I'm just trying to find clues to understand what's happened, I think.
Mom never stopped us from reading any of her books. Which was why I first discovered what sex was from reading Harun al-Rashid and the Three Slave Girls in 1001 Arabian Nights.
Okay. Any books we can look at? No, we can look at this box though. Oh.
Oh hey, it's our Celtic horoscopes. Mom had us all get these done a few years ago. She was very into them for a while. I think horoscopes...
Right, so horoscopes can be right, or garbage, or help us understand. Horoscopes can be... They help us understand, I think, more, yeah?
help us understand what's already there.
I'll go with that. So yeah, we've got a picture, 3 letters of Avelina, Violet, I can't see the other one, and August. Right, shut that. And we'll go back from that. Right, so we've checked that, we've checked the painting. We've got Robert's books as well.
Imagination will often carry us to worlds that never were, but without it, we go nowhere. That's one of Dad's favorite Sagan quotes.
Terry Pratchett. A lot of Terry Pratchett books. Right, so we look at picture.
Dad's the littlest brother, Elijah's the oldest, and Thomas is in the middle. Grandma raised them all by herself, so they were always close, but I don't think my uncles ever expected to have to do what they did for my dad this year. They gave all of us places to live after Dad got arrested. It's still a little weird to be back here and not sharing a room with my cousin at Uncle Thomas's house.
Let's have a look at toiletries for some reason.
All Dad really needs is a toothbrush and a razor.
What we got? Right.
I haven't been in here since she disappeared. It's so strange. It smells like her.
Sometimes I wish Dad would dress the way I imagine an Oxford professor looks. Nice tweed blazers, snappy corduroy pants, that kind of thing. But khakis are fine too, I guess. When we were little, Vi and I would play sardines with our cousins. This used to be my favorite hiding spot. I'd curl up, cover myself with dirty shirts and dresses, and try so hard not to make a sound. It always worked.
Right, so we'll leave closet. Right, so we've done closet, toiletries. We've looked at Robert's books. We've looked at Vivian's books and the painting. So let's have a look at the bed.
I haven't seen Dad sleep here for months. This bed might as well be a part of an IKEA ad for all the use it gets.
Right, so that is... What's that done, I believe? Hang on. Stuff at top. I wonder if we can look at top of there. If there's anything else to do. Nope. Right. Right, so we'll exit. Exit this room. And we'll go into here. Lynette and Violet's bedroom. Could have at least made bed. So have a look in drawers. Happy 16th. We can't believe you're this old already. Hope you like the strawberry shortcake we made for you. Lots of love, Dad and Mom. And Aerospatial. Or Aeropostatial. Yeah, something like that.
Merle's the one getting all the first place ribbons now. I used to think I was good, but she's the next Missy Franklin, I swear.
Right, so there's just a load of ribbons and a card. So we've got desk. Just a random Robin. Oh, is it Microsoft Word? Common App SA. Yeah, Word. I almost pressed X then as well. I wanted to press X.
It's January 1st. The deadline's tonight. All my applications are done. They just have to be submitted. Shouldn't forget about that.
Mouse. Come on, mouse. Why is it not working? Where's it gone? My mouse is not working, team. There we go. It's a wireless mouse, so it's been it was blocked.
This is for the linguistics mini unit we're doing in my Spanish language class. We were supposed to take a common word and find as many different translations for it in various languages as possible. I chose home. Click your heels 3 times.
So home. Amon. Hogar. Maison. Neumba. Chantley. No idea. Uchi. Him. I believe. Pronunciation is probably completely wrong. Oh, come on, mouse. My mouse is playing up team. Wireless. And it's just not wanting to work. Right, we can leave this. Right, senior portraits.
Don't I look so awkward in that photo? I wore one of Mom's dresses. It was 2 sizes too big for me. Still, Violet and Gus and Merle surprised me by getting it framed. How could I not hang it on my wall?
This is really weird. Right, bottom drawer. Let's have a look. Oh, we have gin. We've got a letter from Mason University. Dear Violet, congratulations. I just wanted to let you know that after putting a lot of thought into the decision, I've chosen you as a scholarship recipient of the Evasions, I believe that is, Evasions program at Mason University this coming summer. I know that switching households several times this year has been tough, but your dedication to the violin is clear. I can't imagine a more deserving student. Of course, you'll have to work on your grades a little. The scholarship can only be given to students in good academic standing, but I have faith in you. I know it won't be a problem. In the meantime, keep practicing that Vivaldi. All the best, Miss McKay. Or Miss McCarthy.
I guess it's an open secret that none of us were living with Dad for a while.
And a nice bottle of gin.
Oh my god.
Asking Violet about the gin has been added to Lena's to-do list. Right, lovely. Something else. Come on. Every time I want to do something, just something goes wrong, like my mouse. Really, mouse? Great, my mouse has just died. Hang on, team. My mouse is not working. So I can't really do much.
2,000 years later.
Right, team, we are back after a very swift battery change. So, right, we've got a working mouse again. So, where do we get to? We got to bottom drawer. We did that. Bottom drawer, top drawer. Report card. Oh dear, I'm not very good with the F. Another F. But yeah, that's that. Some drawings, that's about it. So we've done bottom drawer, done top drawer, done desk and drawer as well, and painting. So where do we get up to? Right, we've got sheets.
Vi used to have problems wetting the bed. When she stopped doing it, Mom celebrated by taking us both to get new sheets. Vi picked out these. It's funny, this would be the last pattern she'd pick now.
I try to remember to put an instrument case sticker in her stocking every Christmas. Like, real women play the violin. Or, in case of emergency, save the violin first. They're cheesy, but she likes them, I think.
Look at the flyer. No. Nicholas and the Mimsy Porpingtons. Jukalaninen. Mr. ABC's brass band live in concert Friday, January 4th, 9 PM. $5 cover charge. Well, Sounds like a blast, that, doesn't it? Sounds like a blast. Right, so done everything in this room. Oh, we haven't. Beagles.
Back when people still had Walkmans, Violet used to listen to a CD of Major Parsley's Lonely Livers Club every single day. She'd wear headphones, but she'd turn up the volume so loud that I could hear every word. I think I probably still know all of them.
I think, is that meant to be Beatles? And is that meant to be Pink Floyd? Maybe? Right, yeah, anyway, we're done in this room. Right, so we've done most of downstairs. We've done 2 rooms in this. So we've got Gus's room. Oh. Oh, Gus was just like walked into his room. Just literally just walked into his room and having a look round.
A few months ago, I did a load of laundry for Gus and decided to fold it and put it away just to be nice. I found a glossy photo at the bottom of his shirt drawer. But it wasn't Megan Fox, or Selena Gomez, or a Playboy centerfold. It was Gillian Anderson from The X-Files, carrying a gun and looking badass.
Is she a bit insane?
Grandma made that for Gus's 10th birthday. She'd never say it, but Gus is her favorite. None of the rest of us ever got quilts.
Right, so he's extra special because he got a quilt.
Hey, don't look at that!
Oh, so he's got an audition form. Describe your singing voice. Tone deaf. Please don't make me sing. Fair enough. Do you have any particular physical skills? Juggle dance. I'm good at doing all kinds of funny voices, even though my sisters say they all suck. Or sound, actually, I can't make it out yet. They all sound like Jar Jar Binks. I can make all man noises, which Dogberry should be able to do. I can make lots of bird calling noises. Also, I know how to square dance. Please list all the times you're not available from 3:30, and it's just written nothing. Okay, not very good at filling out audition forms then, it seems. Asking Gus about the audition form has been added to the to-do list. Right. Let's speak to Gus.
Hard at work in the pursuit of scientific discovery, huh?
I'm being a forensic scientist. That means I solve crimes. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Tell me what kind of case you're solving.
So, you want to be an actor, huh?
Hey, what's wrong with wanting to be in a play?
I'll be nice. So nothing, I think it's wonderful. I just didn't know you were interested. We'll pick you up from rehearsal. Shall be nice? Yeah, let's...
Absolutely nothing. I think it's wonderful that you want to audition.
Oh, I'm glad. Much Ado About Nothing is such a fun play. I read the whole thing when the drama teacher said it was going to be this year's play. And it's so funny. But sad, too, at times.
Beatrice is my favorite. I want to be like her when I grow up. Smart and funny, and she gets the man in the end. Even though he's kind of an idiot.
I like Beatrice because she doesn't jump to stupid conclusions. Unlike Claudio.
So, why do you want to be Dogberry? He's not the main character. You could try out for Benedict or Claudio.
Because he saves the day in the end. He figures out the evil plot, even if he's not very good at it. Most of the time. And I get to... I am a wise fellow, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more, As pretty a piece of flesh as any in Messina, and one that knows the law.
I have no idea what that were. How helpful.
Let me know if you want to run lines with me to practice. I can be all the other characters.
Thanks. Always good to get in more practice.
All right. Well, good luck on the audition, okay?
Thanks.
Right. Let's have a look. What?
Tell me what kind of case you're solving.
You know how much I love strawberry yogurt, right? And how I've told everybody not to eat it? Well, this morning I went to get some out of the fridge, but there was only one left. And yesterday morning, there were 3. I thought that if I sprinkled fingerprint powder over the last yogurt and figured out which prints weren't mine, then I'd know who ate the rest.
So he's solving a case on who ate yogurt. Yeah, couldn't have you just asked?
Couldn't you have just asked who ate it?
Well, I guess. But this is so much more fun! I get to be a scientist!
So who did it?
I'm not sure yet. See, I have to get fingerprint samples from everybody else. I got Dad and Vi to give me samples this morning, and they didn't match. So it was either Merle or it was you.
You will now be asked to make the choice that will become reality. Pick whatever you think fits. Okay? So, I could lie, I didn't eat it. Truth, it was me. Or truth, it wasn't me. Well, I haven't eaten a yogurt, so while I've been walking around the house.
It wasn't me.
Merle doesn't even like yogurt.
You should ask her about it. But ask nicely, okay? Don't start a fight.
I never want to fight with Merle. She's just so loud. She always shouts, so I have to talk louder just so she can hear me.
You'll be a wonderful
I'll just be a nice
scientist
person.
someday.
Be really helpful.
I want to be. I see Dad going to work every day in his lab. I want to do that. Not with birds, but with something. Forensics is neat, but so is geology. And chemistry. It's also interesting.
Hey, who says you can't do all of it for now? You have a long time before you have to make up your mind.
I've got to literally go through everything. Let's just do everything. What else is up?
What else is up?
Are you trying to talk to me about Mom?
How did you know?
Logic. I already saw the article in the paper this morning. Dad's been even more distant than usual, and your voice is all funny. Like you're not sure about something. And those 3 things make me think that you want to ask me about Mom.
You're right. Sometimes you amaze me, Gus.
Thanks. What did you want to ask, specifically?
Right, so, what do you think happened to her? How do you feel about her being gone for so long? Or where do we go from here? I think what do you think happened? We want to kind of find out.
What do you think happened to her?
I've thought about this a lot. It's forensics, right? It's a puzzle I want to solve. But I also don't want to solve it. Because it's my own family. Fact. Her car disappeared and was found abandoned somewhere else. Fact. She was sad sometimes. Fact. She left for days at a time and would come back crying. Fact. After Dad, there haven't been any suspects. What I think she killed herself.
Wow. And that mouth. Just watch Gus's mouth. It really doesn't go with his talking. But that was mad. We'll go... we'll go. What should we go with? We go Gus, you were thinking about that. Don't say that.
Don't say that.
You think I don't realize that people do that when they're not happy? I'm little, and I'm quiet, and sometimes people forget about me. But you know I'm not dumb.
This is deep. But no, of course you're not dumb.
No, of course you're not dumb. I just don't want you to face stuff you're not ready for.
I don't want to face it either, but I still think about it.
I do too, sometimes.
You're the most like her, you know, out of all of us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
She loved us. She was always thinking about whether we were happy and safe no matter what.
Yeah, I remember. You know the painting of hers downstairs? The one she did herself? I've stared at it for hours so that it's in my brain. So that I'll never forget what she looked like.
Just keep your memories.
You don't have to hold on to her that way. Just keep your memories of her. Those matter more anyway.
But those are starting to fade away too. Like how her voice was a little raspy in the mornings. And the way she'd hum songs I never recognized when she was washing dishes. I can't always remember them perfectly.
I know what you mean. I feel that way too. All the time.
Right, last question. Are you ready to go back to school?
So are you ready to go back to school?
I guess I am. We're going to start learning about ecology and local food chains and science. And we're reading To Kill a Mockingbird for English over break. I finished it yesterday. It's awesome.
I hear a but.
Well...
Yeah, I clicked too soon again. I keep clicking my mouse. I didn't hear the end of that. It's got to have who needs friends when you have family. It's got to be that.
I know that's hard, but who needs friends when you have family, right?
Kind of like how Scout and Jem have each other in To Kill a Mockingbird. But then, they also have Dill. I don't have any friends like that. Remember that crystal-growing kit I got for my birthday? All the pictures on the box are of two people making the crystal solution, and smiling and laughing. So, I wanted someone else to do it with.
That'll be nice.
I think I can find time in my busy schedule to give you a hand. Let me page my secretary and ask her to fit it in.
Sounds good to me.
Then I'll look forward to it.
Right, that's that done.
I'll talk to you in a little bit.
So,
keep up the good detective work, all right,
there's
Dr.
a possibility that she
You bet I will.
has killed herself. So, he's going to be a scientist, and
I like my potatoes mashed. Gus likes his serving as galvanic cells for a clock.
God, telescope.
A few nights ago, Gus asked me if I wanted to look at constellations with him. He showed me Cassiopeia, Orion's Belt, Lynx. Apparently, Lynx isn't even named for the animal. The guy who made up the constellation said that anyone who wanted to see it should have eyes like a lynx. I guess Gus does.
So we've got telescope, we've done potato cloud, books. And then I think got the quill. We can walk back to the hallway and look at the recycling. Don't know why.
Only in this house would recycling end up in a closet.
Okay, linens.
We have an extra set of sheets and blankets in case anyone comes to visit, but no one ever does.
So we've done that. Walk into Meryl's room. Wow, there's a lot to check in here. So
It's also very pink, but it suits her.
So we've got, what's that?
What's
USB
this?
flash drive record. Covert and easy to use. 20 hours of recording time. Easy file transfer. One side. Looks just like a simple USB. Figuring what's up with this box has been added to Lena's to-do list. Alright.
I remember this book. It was Dad's, I think, when he was little. And this is the poem about two sisters who find a fairy market, and Laura eats the goblin's fruit and almost dies. I can't believe they ever thought this was for kids.
Oh, cried Lizzie, Laura, Laura, you should not peep at goblin men. Lizzie covered up her eyes, covered close, lest they should look. Laura reared her glossy head and whispered like the restless brook. Look, Lizzie, down the glen tramp little men. One holds a basket, one bears a plate, one lugs a golden dish of many pounds weight. No, said Lizzie, no, no, no. Their offers should not charm us, their evil gifts would harm us. She thrust a dimpled finger in each ear, shut eyes and ran. Curious Laura chose to linger, wondering at each merchant man. One had a cat's face, one whiskered a tail, one tramped at a rat's pace, one crowed like a snail. She heard a voice like voice of doves, cooing all together. They sounded kind and full of loves in the pleasant weather. Laura stretched her gleaming neck like a rush-embedded swan, like a lily from the beck, like a moonlit poplar branch, like a weasel at the launch when its last restraint is gone. Well, that were a lot to
ink
read.
looks old. I wonder if Dad was the one who underlined that last part.
Bro.
When did she start wearing this? I didn't take her to get it. Dad would rather lie on a bed of nails than take Merle bra shopping. I guess one of her friend's moms must have. Huh.
Okay.
Ha! I'd almost forgotten about Fräulein. Dad said Merle could have a new doll if she played this educational computer game that was supposed to teach German. I think the only words she remembers are Schwimmbecken and Schwester. And Fräulein, of course.
Right, we've got drawings as well.
Merle is a bit of a wonderkind. Swimming, soccer, drawing. I mean, look at that bear! I can't draw a realistic looking bear, and I'm 6 years older than she is.
Asking Meryl about her drawings has been added to Lena's to-do list. Right, so that's something else we've got to do. Right, so we've got a jersey.
Number 4, her lucky number.
Books.
Hey, it's my old copy of Matilda. I used to have nightmares about Miss Trunchbull. Merle never makes her bed. I guess she doesn't have time for it. She's too busy dreaming up crazy ideas or running through the woods to who even knows where.
I think this is Meryl's room done. Just check everything to make sure it's done. Leave no stone unturned and everything. Right. So I've done Mel's room, done the recycling box, done Gus's room, master bedroom, and Lena's room. We did do the master bedroom, didn't we? I'm sure we did. Yes, master bedroom is done. Right, so we can walk back down to the first floor. And we can go into the living room. So, Robert. Let's have a look at the backpack.
That's Gus's backpack. Argus Robert Garrett. When he was really little, we used to tell him he was adopted, that he'd been found on an abandoned pirate ship, and that the pirate king and queen would come back for him someday. His initials were the clue they'd left. Funny. He's the least pirate-like out of all of us.
So we've got a barred owl. And a great blue
heron. Scientific name, Ardea Herodias. You know what's strange? Herodias was the wife of Herod, mother of Salome, the one who asked for John the Baptist's head on a platter. Why do people always link birds and strange women?
An eastern bluebird. And tundra swan. Very good pictures. Let's have a look at crumbs.
I told Merle not to eat her snack outside the kitchen. She always gets it everywhere.
Need a hoover. We shall talk to Robert shortly.
The blue mug is left over from a trip to Colonial Williamsburg. Dad bought it from one of the gift shops. We used to go every year until Gus threw up on the shoes of a poor guy dressed up as an 18th century candle maker.
Can we just sit and watch?
Mom's best friend found that chair for $10 at a garage sale in Norfolk and drove it all the way here for her 38th birthday. That's how Sasha is. Real loyal, real obstinate.
Yeah, can we just sit down and watch telly? Can we just do that? Got some trophies as well.
When I won the Jefferson Book Award last year, UVA gave me the Quotable Jefferson. It's like a magic 8-ball, but with Thomas Jefferson. Open it up to a random page, and instead of outlook good or not likely, you get our liberty can never be safe but in the hands of the people themselves. Nifty, right?
Quite a dead looking sunflower. So, DVD player.
Looks like someone was watching The Avengers 8, Condiment Man versus Squirrel Girl. I guess they figured anybody could get a movie after Ant-Man. National Geographic Atlas of the World, Streetwise Rome, Atlas of Cursed Places. I don't know where she got them, but Mom collected all these map books, mostly of places she never visited.
Right. Can we look in there? No. Right, let's speak to Robert.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, Lena. I didn't realize you'd come in here. What's going on?
Do you know how this feather got here?
I found this feather on the floor. Do you know how it got here?
What? A swan feather was lying there, just like that.
Yeah. Maybe there are birds
Maybe there are birds getting into the house.
Don't be silly. There'd be plenty of evidence other than a feather if we had a bird infestation. And something as big as a swan. How did it get in? Knocking politely on the back door.
That all makes sense, I guess. And you don't think it's foul play?
Ugh. Don't mention that to Gus. He's been trying to solve crimes up in his room all morning. Something about his yogurt being stolen from the fridge. In any case, I'd better get back to my reading. The Cornell Lab of Ornithology just released a study on the mating habits of the northern bobwhite, and I have it right here, open to page 1.
No, not yet. We're still asking questions.
You know what today is?
January 1st. A Saturday. Yes, I know what it is.
Do you think she'll come back?
If she were coming back, she'd have done it by now. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be harsh. I know you all don't necessarily think that way. She's gone, Lena, and she isn't coming back.
Why are you so certain? Yeah, how can you be so certain?
How can you be certain?
Because I knew your mother better than anyone. I just know. There were some things from her old life that she missed too much. I'd like you to understand, but you wouldn't. Not now.
Why not now? I'm 17, Dad. What is it you think I can't handle?
You would never believe me.
You can't know that until you tell me.
No.
They ran an article in the paper about it. Did you see it?
Oh, no. I don't really read the paper so much anymore. Why don't you just recycle it? Your siblings don't need to see that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not stopping them from reading it.
No, I suppose you aren't.
Yeah. They're old enough.
I don't mean to be rude. But Vi and Gus and Merle are old enough to make up their own minds.
They're children.
They're not like most
I
children.
know. But they're not like most children.
I suppose that's true. I so wish their childhoods could have gone on uninterrupted.
How was work?
How was work today?
That'd be nice.
It went fine. The students are still out on Christmas break, so it was just me this morning, entering migration data. We've had 50 of our tagged swans return so far. That's unusual. Far fewer than normal.
Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure yet, to be honest. Lately, we've seen a larger population of swans in the southern locations, like the bay. A reversal in that trend is unusual. We'll have to study it further, of course.
It'll click that.
I know you love your work. But I miss you. I wish you didn't spend so much time there these days.
That's so lovely of you to say. I miss you too.
It'd gotta be
Maybe I
nice,
can
one
get the
parent
students
missing.
to come in on Saturdays.
We could all go on
Presumed
birdsighing
dead,
walks on
maybe,
the shore,
so...
the way we used to.
Lena, I know you mean well, but please understand. This year has been so hard. I'm trying to deal with it the best that I can. Do you see that?
I'll go, yeah, I'm understand.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
Thank you. You've always been so mature. You're a remarkable girl, Lena. Really.
I'll let you get back to work.
I'll let you get back to work.
Right, so that's
Thanks.
Gus spoke to.
Oh, before you go, have you seen my phone? I think I lost it yesterday.
Isn't your spare office key still missing too?
Yes, it is, but... Wait, are you trying to say that I misplace things easily?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Ah, well, you may have a point.
Right, so we've got to find Robert's phone. So yeah, we spoke to Gus, we spoke to Robert. This room has done. So, see if his phone in his office.
It's locked for a reason.
Yes, we can't get in.
That's my space.
Oh, so we can't go in here. That's probably where his phone is. Right, back into the kitchen. So, leave house. I don't think there's anywhere else we can go. Right, outside. So we've got
Mom kept an herb garden here. She might have been a terrible cook, but we always had fresh basil for our pasta. And fresh rosemary. And lavender. And mint.
Like a leaf yard. Let's go to... Let's have a look at...
We never really knew what kind of dog Crab was. One of Dad's co-workers' dogs had a litter of puppies, and Mom got a look at a photo of them. Well, that was it. Crab came home with us a month later. Bluebirds aren't very common, but one year we had a bluebird build her nest in our birdhouse. Lady bluebirds aren't blue all over, like the males. They're grayish-orange with little tips of blue on the wings, like gloves.
Right, so I think that's everything.
I was only 3 when we got Crab. Mom said we used to roll around in the backyard like a pair of puppies.
I think that's everything done.
This thing is so stuck it won't budge. I'll need something to oil the latch. WD-40 maybe?
Right, where can we get WD-40? Got any WD-40 anywhere? Right, so now we need to find WD-40. Where would you keep WD-40 in a house? So what's bare weird? Literally didn't see any WD-40 anywhere. I got it, WD-40. There we have. There we have it. Right there.
There it is! What's underneath the WD-40?
October 17th. Jack had a housewarming party tonight. He and Sarah just moved into their own place after they had their third baby, a girl, Sheila. Sharon, Shilene, which is, I suppose, something to celebrate. Before that, they had been living with Jack's parents. I went, even though I wasn't in the mood to see Jack and Billy and Macon and Lee, and their wives. Sarah made us ribs, and those were delicious, but the skin under her eyes was purple. Macon and Crystal were barely talking at the dinner. They fought again, it was obvious. Probably about Macon's inability to hold down a job. I don't know why they don't just get divorced. Lee drank too much beer and Diane smelled like smoke. I left feeling depressed, but also relieved that I'd saved myself from something. It's strange being the only one from the old group who isn't attached in some way. Jack and Sarah and Macon and Crystal both dated the whole time we went to William Harvey Carney. They got married a few years after. Billy met Claire at Tidewell Community. Lee married Gracie at first, but they got divorced 3 years later, and now he's dating Diane, one of the waitresses in town. I never dated anyone in high school, a few people in college, sure, but I didn't want to marry any of them. For all my friends from tech, it's normal not to have 2 kids by the time you're 25. But Jack's always asking me if I want him to set me up with one of Sarah's cousins. I don't think he understands why I always say no. Right. I'm 31, not old enough. I have to be married. Right. Besides, I prefer my work. I'm on an important assignment right now. October 25th. I've been very busy, but I wanted to write more about that assignment I mentioned, so here it is. I've been doing contaminated water assessment these past few weeks. The state government negotiated a contract with EnviroCorp in order to investigate the state of the bay. I have to say my team's preliminary findings don't look good, especially to me, an Avets Landing native. The summer, low concentrations of oxygen in the water cause one of the largest fish kills in the bay. The algal blooms in the water caused die-offs of a scale that's already affecting the economy here. Macon told me that price he can get for his fish is higher, but the fish are so scarce, it doesn't matter. He's still making less than he was last year. Because of that, my attention has turned to perch, flounder and bass populations. I'd rather be studying birds than fish, but working for Enviroco means I get to stay in Avets Landing. I'm making more than I ever dreamed of as a boy, so I shouldn't complain, especially when I go out and have a few drinks with Macon and he's worried about paying for his tab. Right.
Damn. I didn't know Dad kept a journal. Maybe there are more parts lying around.
Looking for parts, Robert's journal has been added. Right. That's the journal. Right, so we can go back downstairs now after reading that. Go back downstairs, put WD-40 on the gate, and then we can go. Right.
That should do it.
Bike to the park or walk to the tracks? Let's go to the park.
The map is useful for tourists, I guess, but most people who are from here know to orient themselves using the bay, like a liquid compass. The Simmonses are like the Rockefellers of Aylen County. Or they used to be, anyway, 50 years ago. Most of them have moved away now, I think.
Sally Teresa Tree, Simmons Memorial Trail. Before becoming a park, this property was part of the estate of the Simmons family. During the late 17 and 1800s, it housed a plantation Bueva, which was captured by the Union and used to sporadically quarter troops until 1864. It was buried to the ground in February of 1864. Likely as an act of retaliation by the Union Army in 1905. Henry Simmons used the wealth he amassed as a fishery magnate to build the Gilded Age Estate, which he named Tintagel. Simmons abandoned the house after the disappearance of his wife, but it remained inhabited by his niece. Tree Simmons and her family. In 1980, Tree's sons Prescott donated the land to Aylen County. Tintagel was disassembled and reassembled in the centre of Avets Landing, where it still stands today. Let's have a look at the parking spot.
In the summer, this lot would be filled up with people coming to fish or sunbathe or play pickup soccer games. But the crowd drops off during the winter. People huddle in their houses, like rabbits, sort of.
So, right. So we've looked around the house, we've left the house, and we've got to Willow Creek Park, where we shall leave it for this episode. So, next episode, we should be able to look to the volunteers' shed and the memorial wall. So yes, but let's have a look at the to-do list. So we've got look for more of Dad's jail. We've got the WD-40 to unstick the gate. Figure what's up with the box in Merle's room. We've asked Gus about the audition form and asked Dad about the feather. So we've got to find Dad's phone, ask Violet about the gin, and ask Merle about her drawings. So yes, so that's it. Still some things to do, still some new things to find as well. So yeah, it's a very, very long, drawn out thing with lots of reading and lots of speaking of the character. And yeah, I'm not very good at reading stuff, it appears as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Until next time, yeah, leave a like and subscribe for more. Leave a comment if you didn't enjoy this video and why, because yeah, it is a little bit different, a bit different for me as well, because I'm not used to anything like this, and talking so much as well. But yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and see you later. And if you got this far, you are a legend. So yeah, see you later.